Good evening, everyone. This is a Viking Team 420. Today I will not be doing any Call of Duty whatsoever. Instead, I've decided to take the day off from that and delve into a game, well, a franchise that I really admire. The franchise of Assassin's Creed and their ISU. More particular, I want to get a delve into the Valhalla experience with the Aesir. Particularly one, Odin, their king, the High One, the Mighty One, the All-Seer, the Shapeshifter, the Ghost himself. Odin, through what we all know from mythology, is the Aesir chieftain, the king of Asgard. In the game, he is known as Havi. This is the interpretation to the Aesir people in their language as their king or leader. Throughout the series, you play as Eivor, who is actually a reincarnation of Odin. Some of the mythology is in lore with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but of course some of it isn't, so I will try to only stick to the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Odin has a grasp for knowledge. This is shown throughout the entire game. His power and hunger for everything and absolutely all of wisdom and knowledge he can gain. And it's all... I want to say he's trying to gain all the knowledge so that way he can change fate. Because in the game, whenever you first start the Asgard arc, he is with the sisters, and they're basically telling him about his fate, his death, that's going to come in the hands of the Great Wolf, which later is turned out to be Loki's child. I won't go into detail on that, because I don't feel like I should. Anyway, Odin understands that there is a prophecy and that this is fate and that this is destiny, but he feels as though he can change it. He feels as though that he is not bound by it, because he is the chief god, he is the mighty Odin, the Havi, and that he should not have to be bound by fate, that he can change destiny and all this. So throughout the game you will see this, and here's the thing. You know, it's all fine and dandy trying to set your own rules and make your own life and stuff, but when you're trying to defile destiny, it becomes a bad habit to do. And what I mean by that is that throughout the game, Havi has these decisions he makes. Sometimes his fellow Aesir gods are arguing with each other, in particular Thor and Tyr, or Tyr and Havi's wife, the queen, who is a Vanir. And he has to sometimes pick sides. And there are actually times also where he questions even his own fellow gods. In particular, when he is at the Well of Mimir, he questions Tyr. Because Tyr just asks him, you know, are you okay, basically, like, what's going on with you and stuff. And Havi takes it offensively. Takes it more as a, are you insulting me, than a friend asking another friend, hey, are you okay? He thinks that Tyr's defying him. But, like I said, this can be a benefit, but it can be a curse. And in this case, Odin is facing all these things right now. He's facing a war with the Frost Giants and the Fire Giants, and what I want to make clear on this is we are interpreting these things through Eivor's dreams, meaning that what we see might not be what's actually going on. There's a theory, actually, that the Fire Giants and the Frost Giants are actually an ISU civilization, a different ISU civilization, or an ISU clan that is at war with the ISU Asgardian clan. Now I won't go into detail with that, I'll have another video on that, but it just shows you that just because we are seeing it right now, it doesn't mean that this is actually what's going on. It doesn't mean that the frost giants are these blue people that are that tall. Could they be that tall? Yes, but they could be something else. Now, I know in Odyssey they did a little bit of the gods of the Isus and stuff, but Valhalla really shows us more in depth of the Isu civilizations, if this is true. Now, like I said though, I think the main thing about Odin in this game is the factor of his obsession with knowledge, and I think they did a beautiful job because, and this is something I've thought about, what if what we're seeing of Odin isn't his prime? Like, what if what we're seeing is actually the decline of Odin? Remember, at the start of the arc, of the Asgardian arc, Odin and the Aesir are at war. They're preparing for a great war with the frost giants and the fire giants too. And it's made to believe that they'll lose because Ragnarok's coming. And then we get the Wolfenir coming. And it's just... And if you've played Odin, you'll understand this more. And to just let you know of how severe this is and how dire they are, the Aesir gods are really the only ones that we've seen have powers or great strength and stuff. Remember, their army consists of warriors that are already dead. This is their afterlife and stuff like that. And they're going up against giants that are bigger than them. Granted, these are humans that are supposed to be the mightiest warriors of their, you know, religion in this case. But still, the frost giants are just massively bigger, superior, and stuff like that. And in a part 2 video I'll explain more of how severe it is. But in this video, I just want to show you that Odin's weakness is his knowledge. He thirsts it, strives for it. He sacrifices his own eye to gain more knowledge of the world. He knows about his destiny with Finir, and instead of trying to befriend the beast or try to change the fate by being friends with this beast, he does exactly what fate wants it to do, which is make a rivalry with this beast, to hurt this beast, to want to kill it instead of trying to raise it or befriend it. Maybe if Odin befriended the beast itself, the Wolfenir, wouldn't hate Asgardians, because we start to realize that Finir only hates the Asgardians, or the Aesir, because of Odin, Havi. Because remember, his jailer, or his babysitter, was Tyr, and him and Tyr had a understanding. Him and Tyr had, I wouldn't say a friendship, but they were acquaintances up until when Havi wanted to bound the beast, and Tyr even willingly sacrificed his arm in case if there was any folly or any oath-breaking involved. And sure enough, it was, because Havi guaranteed his safety, and it turned out that the bounds were hurting him, and he did not like this. You know, Odin does these things to try to change fate, but at the same time, he's making sure that the strings, or the threads, they call it, the threads of fate and destiny, remain the same, because he's actually doing something or stuff that makes it harder to change what he's trying to change. If that makes any sense at all, people. And one more thing before I can, stop this video. I want you to understand that Odin, for all this knowledge he has and for all this wisdom, he's kind of butting his head a lot with his fellow gods and stuff like that. It almost makes it seem like he's too arrogant for his own good sometimes. But that's all for the video today. I will be making a part 2 and possibly a part 3, but thank you all for watching, and please subscribe.